Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel today, and we are back for another Walking Dead: A New Frontier episode 5 from the Gallows discussion / talk video today. And today we're going to be discussing my most anticipated / I think everyone wants this. And the last straw poll we ran, there was a huge outcry for this. This is going to probably be the biggest discussion I think I'm going to be doing here, but this is going to be on Lee and what I think they could do for him, as in terms of bringing him back as either a walker or potentially bringing him back in a cutscene. I'm going to discuss both those ideas because I've always had people ask me in the comments whether they think those are going to happen or not, and I'm going to discuss what I think is possible for it. Since again, Lee is my favorite character ever. I love Clem to death, but I think Lee takes my #1 spot no matter what, because he's a badass in all sense. He was heroic. He was everything you wanted in a main character, and you felt an emotional connection with the guy, convicted of being a murderer, but redeems himself to save a little girl, and now that little girl's a badass. It's like him. But thank you again for everyone that checked out latest video. We got 200 likes, and we haven't even gone over freaking a full day. That's insane. Thank you everyone that's left supporting all the videos, but I really appreciate it. Let's get straight into it. So let's go over our 2 ideas we have here today. And again, there will be another straw poll down below in the description. Make sure you go vote for. We already have Thursday's video set up for that. Whatever straw poll won on that straw poll will be set. But other than that, that'll basically be it. If you guys could leave a like and subscribe if you're new, I really appreciate it, guys. We're on our way good to 23,000, so thank you if you guys could leave that thumbs up button. Let's go for 500 likes on this one. I think this is gonna be my biggest one, and let's just kick into it. So first of our 2 theories we have is the most likely one, and this one seems very likely to me, is that a potential flashback could be Lee returning like he did in season 2 with another flashback. I really think this is another possible one, because I don't think they're gonna do another Kenny and Jane flashback for episode 5. I think a Lee flashback seems likely. Well, what would it be? If there is in fact a Lee flashback, what will they bring us to? We have to use our brains here. Will it be something emotional, like, you know, in the bus drive? But what could it be? Could it be during the motel? Maybe during that, after episode 1, remember there was a little couple-week break? That would be something really cool. We learned something about Clem, or something about Lee that we didn't know before. I'd like to see how they would make Lee look with the new season 3 models. Obviously, Kenny and Jane didn't look good in the episode 1 flashbacks, but they upgraded that in episode 4. So how would Lee look? I'd like to see Lee's look in season 3, since they've all done new engine and stuff. It would look pretty cool, because Clem looks amazing. I think I can't deny it. She looks really good. And any other character, the models just look so much better than they were in season 1. When you check out this footage here, it's absolutely nuts what they've gone through. But I think a potential Lee flashback can put us into somewhere in the motel, maybe even somewhere after this bus ride, maybe on the train, who knows. But maybe we'll learn something about Clem, maybe her, origins. We still don't even know her last name or any of that stuff. What if they gave us something like that? That would be interesting. A little more to know about Clem's story, because these flashbacks are kind of tending to give us to some kind of connection to Clementine, but they're mainly meant to keep our season 2 ending choices to have some impact. But who doesn't want a Lee flashback? If this doesn't happen, that's okay. But at least, Clem's been mentioning Lee a couple times, and I can recall one time during episode 4 when she was talking to Ava. If you pick the right dialogue options, there was an option I remember I picked where it could say Lee was like my savior or something similar to, I don't remember exactly what she said, but it was something like that, and it hit me in the feels, man. And I really, again, I think this is possible. If I had to give you a percentage on a potential season 1 / Lee flashback, I'd put it at 60%, because I think we're not going to get a Kenny or Jane flashback. I think they've already shown us 2 of them. I don't think there's anything else they really can do with that. But I believe there's some kind of Lee flashback or season 1 or something with Clem and Lee. I don't know. I think it's more potential than not. Leave me down below in the comment what you think the episode 5 flashback is going to be. I believe it's going to be something with Lee. That's my gut feeling, or something with season 1. We'll see. But second theory here we have is, it's the most ridiculous theory I heard in the world, but I always have people mention this, and I'm just going to put this out here because I don't want people to be like, oh, Dom, it's possible, come on, you heard him breathing after. But it's if Lee returns as a walker. I mean, guys, I want him to come back too, but let's not be a little crazy here. Let's not jump off the roof. Let's not lose our brains. Let's not go into countless thoughts and just lose our minds. No, we're not like that here. But, you know, as much as I'd love Lee to return, the theory of Lee coming back as a Walker is impossible. It's a 0% chance. I mean, the only way I could see is if it's some flashback. There's just no other way Lee would come back in any other way but that. And let me explain why, because there's still always people that'll be adamant about it, and no matter what they'll admit, they're going to think Lee will come back as Walker. Now, obviously, it would be a determinate choice because part of the people can kill Lee, so how would they even work that as a determinate choice? They wouldn't just do that for 50% of the players. That wouldn't, because, I mean, it was almost I don't remember the exact stats of the choices, but I'm fairly certain it was almost a 50-50 shoot Lee versus let him turn. It was near that. So I wouldn't think they would do that for a determinate amount of the players that picked that. And what about the other players? What would they get? Lee flashback? I mean, that wouldn't make any sense. Another theory. I mean, if he turns, he's handcuffed there, as you can see right in this image here. He's handcuffed. And he's in Savannah, Georgia. You know, season 3 of The Walking Dead is in Virginia. I mean, Dom would be like, oh, it's 4 years. He could have been... No. It's not gonna happen. Because you're telling me Lee the Walker was... he has no mental thought of what he's doing. Explain to me how he would go to from Savannah to Virginia. There's just no logic behind it. You've got to think about that. There's just no logic behind it. There's no way Lee would even... as a Walker, he wouldn't do that. And then, why? Why would you guys think that? If you think that, please leave me in the comments why. Because, I mean... give me a reason why you think Lee could come back as a Walker, because I can't see any logical reason why. Especially when it's part of the determinant, he's handcuffed, and he's in damn Savannah, Georgia. It's just, I mean, it's just because we lost Lee, and we're so adamant and we want him back that we're gonna drive ourselves crazy and think of the craziest thing ever to come up with. Hey, there's Lee. You know, he can come back. You know, I'm in denial. We're in denial, guys. We're still in denial, and it's been, you know, 5 years, 4 years since The Walking Dead ended, man. We're still in denial since season 1 ended, and I'm in denial myself. But other than that, what if this is the ending of Clementine's story? There's another thing I want to bring up about Lee. I think there could be something special with Lee. If this is the end, if Clementine is to die in this, or Clementine is to maybe this will be the end conclusion of the story, maybe they're gonna have some special Lee scene or something memorialist. I don't know what that possibility will be, but we know how much Lee means to Clementine. Even after it's been many seasons, we still get that occasional Lee mention. I wish there was one like dialogue scene where we can completely talk out like the whole Lee story, like we did with kind of like with Luke to someone in season 3. That'd be nice with Javier. I mean, we've had potential. We've brought up Lee before, but I don't see it happening. Now, any other possible Lee theories I cannot see grasped anywhere, but if anyone has any ideas, please leave them down below in the comments. As well as for Thursday's video, guys, we're probably going to be having some of Clementine. If you came here, now's the time where I'm going to discuss what I'm going to be doing on Thursday. My plan for Thursday here is to be having a Clementine encompassing video on what I think is going to be her impact and what I think is going to happen to her at the end. I'm basically explaining what I think Clementine story is going to end in season 3. I'm not going to, like, not in general, but in the season. Whether she's going to the McHale Ranch, she's running away, she's going somewhere, I don't know. She's going with Javier. It's all dependent, but if you made it this far, that's going to be Thursday's video is most likely going to be. And we're going to have to think about this one, because this one is not something I could just come off the top of my head. We're going to have to actually put some thought into it and not just ramble off the first thing that comes out of my head, because there's many things that Clem could do here, but I'm rambling on here. I just wanted to say thank you everyone for that is subscribed, that is watched, that is liked, that is disliked, that's commented, because I always enjoy reading the comments, guys, and I really can't thank you enough, because this Lee, I'm telling you, this Lee discussion here, it's going to open up many doors here. I think we're going to have some good talk, and I always want to discuss Lee because he's my favorite character, and I can't thank Telltale enough for what they, you know, for what they had, the time we had with him, and how good of a character they made him, because he's my favorite character, there's no doubt in it. But that has been my discussion on Lee, on the two possibilities I think that could happen. If there's any other possibilities, make sure to leave them down below in the comments. If you guys are new, please, if you made it this far in the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It would help the channel out and definitely would help some other people find this, because I always love discussing with you guys. It's really been a blast. If you think my videos are good, I really do appreciate it. If you don't think they're good, tell me what I need to improve on in the comments. I'm always willing to listen to feedback and criticism. But other than that, folks, this has been my video. Thank you again, guys. If we go for 500 likes, we greatly appreciate it. If you missed any video, check the card in the top right or the videos down below in the description. And I'll see y'all later. Peace out. P.S. Pray for Lee. Comeback possible in a flashback.